is a very serious condition where patients suffer from a deficiency of healthy red blood cells or of hemoglobin in their blood that can cause fatigue and pale complexion. Healthy red blood cells are very red in color and they carry oxygen. However, the red blood cells of anemic patients are shaped incorrectly, are light pink in color, and they aren't able to carry much oxygen. Hemoglobin is the molecule that is used in oxygen transport, and it gives cells their red color. In anemic patients, the alpha and beta proteins that make up this hemoglobin molecule don't function properly, causing red blood cells to become discolored and unable to carry large amounts of oxygen. This loss of oxygen causes affected patients to become very weak, pale, and bloated, along with causing other detrimental health issues.
Stefania and Nicholas Stamos, Greek Americans, recently had a baby girl named Nicoletta. The parents are very concerned that there might be something wrong with their child. Nicoletta has recently been showing symptoms of low iron levels, general malaise, lethargy, pale skin, and fatigue. She also has been bloated and cranky all the time. Mr. Stamos, a personal trainer, suspects that his daughter has anemia, and he changes a low iron formula Nicoletta had been taking because of her gastrointestinal distress to a high iron formula to see if it would help alleviate her symptoms. However, Nicoletta continues to experience these issues, and the parents decide to take Nicoletta to the local pediatrician in Tarpon Springs, Florida, Dr. Stevens, for help.
I really hope she's okay.
I hope so. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Hi, doctor.
Hi, Doctor.
Hello, so you said something was wrong with Nicoletta.
Yes, she's acting incredibly strange, and we don't know what the problem is.
She has been very lethargic and bloated recently, and there is definitely something wrong.
I think she should have a CBC.
What's that?
It's a complete blood count panel.
Why does she need that?
Well, the symptoms you described lead me to think that she might be anemic and have a deficiency of red blood cells.
Okay.
The lab results have come back, and I would like to refer you to a hematologist in order for you to receive the most accurate feedback on these results. Hi, I've spent a little time reviewing the CBC results, and they do not look normal. The red blood cell count and platelet count in her blood appeared normal. However, she has a low hemoglobin value, a low mean corpuscle volume, and a high white blood cell count. I also observed that her red blood cells were small, lightly colored, fragmented, and nucleated. This is not normal, and red blood cells should not normally have nuclei.
Is it bad if her red blood cells are small and not red?
So I changed classes, and yes, this is very bad. Healthy red blood cells have properly functioning hemoglobin molecules that carry oxygen. The hemoglobin molecule is made of two pairs of polypeptide globin chains. In these chains, Nicoletta's beta proteins don't function correctly, so oxygen cannot bind to the hemoglobin, and her red blood cells will not be red.
Oh no, this sounds really serious. Did we do anything that could have caused this?
No, but I would like for you both to give a sample of blood for a CBC because sometimes this disorder can have a genetic basis, so you may carry the disorder as well. Anemia cases happen very often. Both parents carry the anemic gene but do not express it because anemia is a recessive trait. Nicoletta received the recessive anemic trait from both her mom and dad. The results show signs of myelohypochromic and macrocytic anemia. This means that your red blood cells are lightly colored and large. So with these findings, I would diagnose that you both have erythroblastic anemia. This is anemia that is characterized by the presence of large numbers of nucleated red blood cells in the blood, and results from the inheritance of a recessive trait responsible for interference with hemoglobin synthesis.
Wow, we were not aware of this.
Well, your anemia is mild, so it makes sense that you haven't been severely affected in your lifetime. As for right now, we will continue to review and discuss your daughter's case, and you may have to schedule a follow-up visit.
Okay, thank you so much, doctor.
The Stamos family returns home, and Mr. and Miss Stamos continue to watch Nicoletta when they receive a call from Dr. Stevens about a follow-up visit later that month. They return to Dr. Stevens' office to discuss their daughter. Hello, Ms. Stamos. After reviewing your daughter's case, we have come to the conclusion that Nicoletta's condition is very serious, and it's a genetic disorder called Cooley's anemia.
What is that? Was it our fault?
No, it's not your fault, but both of you seem to have a mild form of anemia. However, Nicoletta's disorder is a more serious recessive inherited disorder. This means that you and your husband had a bad copy and a good copy of this gene. and each of you passed on the bad copy of the gene to Nicoletta. This explains why your daughter has been experiencing symptoms of fatigue, lethargy, and bloatedness.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm glad we came to you about this so early. Is there anything we can do to help Nicoletta live an almost normal life?
Well, patients with this disorder normally don't survive a normal lifespan. However, to help Nicoletta live an almost normal life, she may need to take regular vitamins and have frequent blood transfusions.
Well, it breaks my heart to see my sweet Nicoletta suffering from this disorder. However, I'm glad to do anything we can to help her. Also, doctor, before we leave, can I ask you a question? What would you recommend if we wanted to have another kid but didn't want to risk them inheriting this disorder too?
Well, if I were you, I would consult with a genetic counselor in order to find out the probability that you would have another child with anemia. But from what I know, I would say that there's a very small chance of you having another child with this disorder. So it's up to you both if you would like to take that risk or not.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Okay, bye.
In this case, we learned that Nicoletta inherited a recessive trait from both her parents that caused her to develop a severe form of anemia. This pedigree chart displays how Nicoletta inherited one recessive gene from each of her heterozygous parents, which led to her receiving Cooley's anemia, unlike her parents who have mild anemia. Because of this recessive inheritance, Nicoletta will experience many symptoms for the duration of her life, and she will have to endure these just like children and people who suffer from this disorder everywhere.